Hello, Namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. 3 days since the Pahalgam attack, Pakistan is in war mode, with ceasefire violations along the line of control and military supply lines being activated. India too has mobilized resources and launched exercises to simulate high-intensity conflict. We'll tell you how the Air Force is better equipped and better prepared compared to its last operation in 2019. That's when India launched the Balakot strikes and demolished terror camps in Pakistan. Meanwhile, the government is keeping all political parties in the loop with meetings and briefings and an honest admission that there was a security lapse. New Delhi is also rallying diplomatic support. The impact of its first measures is beginning to show, with airlines taking longer routes to avoid the Pak airspace and Pakistani citizens scrambling to leave India before the 48-hour deadline. Amid all of this, Islamabad continues to deny and deflect. It is, in turn, blaming India for killing its own people in what they call a false flag operation. Tonight, we repeat what we've said all along. Terrorism emanating from Pakistan is not just a threat for India, but the whole world, and the West needs to wake up to this reality. Stop their power politics and end military support to the Pakistan army. Also, look at the money trail. How is a country that survives on bailouts and handouts being able to sponsor terrorist groups? Where is the IMF money going? Also in focus, Donald Trump's rare rebuke of Putin, who is set to win the Canada election, and how the Pope's funeral will be an awkward meeting of world leaders. All this and more coming up. The headlines first.
U.S. President Donald Trump insists his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping called him, but Beijing denies any contact between the two leaders. The world's two biggest economies are locked in a bitter trade dispute. It has been triggered by Trump's levies on Chinese goods. The tariff blitz has rattled markets and raised fears of a global recession. Iran's top diplomat arrives in Oman ahead of fresh nuclear talks with the U.S. Both sides have said progress has been made in the two previous rounds. President Trump's special envoy to the Middle East will represent Washington in the meet. Trump has warned Tehran of potential military action if diplomacy fails. A small plane crashes near a popular beach town in Thailand. The police aircraft was on a test flight. It was preparing for a parachute training drill. All 6 officers on board perished in the crash. An investigation has been launched to find the cause of the accident. Russia's central bank keeps borrowing costs at a 2-decade high of 21%. This despite warnings that the economy is headed for a slowdown. For months now, prices have been rising across the Russian economy, driven up by massive government spending on the Ukraine war and labor shortages. And a strike by employees at Nigeria's weather forecasting agency grounds dozens of flights, leaving many travelers stranded in Africa's most populous country. The strike demanding better working conditions was later called off.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.